Welcome back to Behind the Nets. With winter, we've already started off-season training and we are in much better shape than last year. Last year, I was at 92 kilos and bowling at a medium pace. This year, we're still bowling at a medium pace, but I'm 85 kilos, down 7 kilos, out of which I've lost 8 kilos of fat and gained 1 kilo of muscle. Now, let's go on to the surprise that I promised last video. I have just been accepted into the National Fast Bowling Academy here in Sawbridgeworth in England with head coach Ian Pont, Andre Nell, Catherine Dalton and strength and conditioning coach Joe Reed. The first session began with a bit of warm-up followed by speed and accuracy testing. In here, we had to hit top of off, top of leg from different sides, and they benchmarked our speed so that we can see how we've progressed in the next 8 sessions. I was able to bowl at approximately 60 miles per hour or about 95 to 100 kilometers per hour, a tad bit slower than what I've been bowling in the nets or in the games throughout the season, but that's probably because lack of training leading up to the first session. Now, this was followed by a fitness assessment by Joe Reed. We did hand grip tests, isometric shoulder T, Y and I tests, and squat and counter movement jump tests. In the hand grips, I was able to pull 57 kilos with my right hand and 46 kilos with my left hand. I was able to jump 20 and 21 centimeters for counter movement and squat jumps. And here are the results for my isometric I, Y and T tests. Now, these are the tests for day 1. Hopefully, we should see a big improvement by the end of winter. Now, before I move on to the main thing, the entire assessment is based on Ian Pont's 410 pegs, in which he's described how the bowler's action should be framed to get the maximum efficiency out of them. And here is what the coach had to say about my action.
Where does your bowling hand go in as you jump?
Almost behind my head.
Yeah, almost behind your head. So if you try and bit like a chicken wing here, do you see that?
Yeah.
If you try and keep that in front of you, that'll just help keep you accelerating through everything. Do you jump up or at the target, would you say?
I try to jump at the target, but I'm assuming I'm jumping up more?
Yeah, a little bit jumping fairly high. We just try and extend that a little bit more at the target.
Yeah.
It'll just help us land a little bit softer on that back foot.
Yep.
See how we're landing with our whole foot on the floor rather than having a bit of gap. If I zoom in for you there.
Yep.
Rather than having that nice soft landing and having a bit of a gap on there. You do land side on, which is a really good thing. If anyone tells you to change it, just shake their hand and walk away, because that's always going to cause a back issue if you try and change it. You line up really well. If I'm being really picky, this non-bowling arm could just be looking the other side of it, just to help line up your shoulders with your hips a little bit more. And then going through to 10 peg 2, because you've landed heavy on that back foot, just meant you're not able to pre-turn as quick as we would like. Get that right knee pointing at target. See here how it's still pointing towards fine leg. Where is your front foot pointing towards? Can you see?
Probably leg slip or...
Yeah, leg slip. Probably a good answer. Could just try and get that pointing at target a little bit more at that batter, just to try and keep you going nice and through. So we could try and land. So far, if we land a little bit softer, that will help that pre-turn, and then get that front toe pointing at target. That will make everything a little bit easier. Where is that? Can you see that non-bowling arm there?
Yeah.
See how it's just dropped slightly? What you've done really well though, is even though you've started with that slight chicken wing, you've got that bowling arm coming straight back to the sight screen, which is fantastic arm pull, really, really good. And then you drive at target really well with that top half. With that right leg, see how it just has to spin round? Your alignment's not too bad with that left foot. If we get that toe pointing straight, that will help lock out that and brace that front leg. But we just want that pre-turn happening with that right foot, and then we can drive that right knee at target a little bit more. And then with your top half, we could fold down towards the floor a little bit more and get that right hand going towards your towards your sock line here. And then drive that right knee at target and at your chest a little bit more aggressively, rather than getting nicely through and making it a nice and pleasant experience for the batter. We'll have a look at side on. So that heavy back foot landing there, really good separation with that top half. See how
my toe.
landing on your toe on that front foot, which is really good spot. But see how that non-bowling arm's already lost by the time that front foot hits the floor. So if you keep that up a bit more, that will help keep your torso over that back knee, but give you a bit more time to pre-turn, because you're side-on bowler, you need a fraction more time than a semi-side-on and a front-on bowler would. That will just help get that front toe pointing at target and that back foot pointing at target. And then we can use those hips properly as well to keep that front leg nice and braced. But you get over the top and at target with that chest and head really well. Okay? On the whole, few things that we could help you with to get a bit more speed, but on the whole, it's not a bad place to start.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Yeah, thank you.
As you can see, there are a lot of places that I need to improve upon. And off-season is the perfect place to be. That was it from the first session of the National Fast Bowling Academy. I'll be covering the other 7 sessions as and when they happen. They're spread across 4 different months. And I'm also doing a 7-day diet challenge, which I shall be posting on my short form content like Reels, TikToks, and Shorts soon. Stay tuned and see you next time.